Voice call. Check my settings. Oh, what is it? Voice and video. There we go. Pick device. It's gonna be this one. Output devices. There we go.
I see you're getting your stuff set up again.
Yeah, it's one of those days, man.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
This is a fantastic shader. I wonder if there's any way we can transfer this into distance. This looks like this looks mostly complete from what I can tell.
Kind of, mostly. Ask Mouse about most of the rest of the main details.
Ooh, except for that.
Give me a minute. I gotta bring up the stream. Not working for me.
That's no good.
Well, my internet's having problems.
No.
Ah, yes, the internet's such a glorious thing.
Indeed, indeed.
When it works.
All right, let's take a look here.
Yes, when it works.
Keyword.
Oh, dang. That is basically almost complete. That is a lot of rainbow.
I like the rainbow. Can you taste it? Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
No, wait. That's lead paint. Don't taste that.
I like lead paint, though.
But that's the most delicious kind of paint.
Yes, it lines my brain with the good chemicals.
Oh yeah. By good chemicals, you of course mean lead.
Yes. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the tanks are a little wonky.
They are, but it looks like they're that way on purpose.
Mayhaps.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that must have not come across right when I was drawing it. The idea is that those are hollow. It's basically like a truck bed in the back that you can just insert different items into. So these tanks come out.
Oh, I see.
So they're just full circular tanks that slide in and out. So and those grates that hold them in on the back are the latches that hold them in. So that swivels down to open up the slots for them. So another idea is you could put spare tires in there instead as an alternative. It's well, as the class implies, a utility vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
A utility vehicle that also goes super fast.
Yeah, it's only powered by an AVPAD reactor, a made-up acronym that I created for the longer title of the engine. Let's see if I can. I wrote it down here somewhere. I gotta find it. All right, AVPAD reactor, or artificial vacuum particle acceleration and decay reactor.
That's a good acronym right there.
So the idea behind this reactor is that it is, I don't want to call it a non-point reactor because that's incorrect. It utilizes the process of baryonic decay or particle decay to generate power.
That kind of reminds me of Cold Man to a degree from Mega Man, where he creates energy by separating hot and cold.
That's kind of how it works, but this
That's actually Gauss from Warframe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I was looking
And
at
hot.
that one. But mind you, I have a very loose understanding of baryonic decay, but from my understanding is that it's when particles decay, they separate, and that particle separation is what you're harnessing for baryonic decay power, which is not a real thing. It's a sci-fi thing. I actually got it from Gundam, funnily enough. So,
but sci-fi stuff is where the most fun comes from.
Oh yeah, no, that this whole vehicle is built by one of my fictional companies, which they basically build sci-fi super awesome laser mobiles, which is basically what this is.
Nice.
Another thing I just noticed is with the rims is that the rainbow goes the entirety on the interior of the rim. That is incorrect.
Yeah, the rims, it's only supposed to go like on the rims. It's not actually supposed to be inside of the wheel well.
Which I gotta say looks cool, but hides a lot of detail.
Yeah,
True.
like those wheels look good, but
Oh yeah, those wheels look great. Oh yeah, remind to post an announcement in the Discord that the stream is live.
yeah.
Thanks, Rhombus. Thanks for the reminder.
Right. One of those days, you guys.
I feel that. I was just spent the last 4 hours outside building a shed with my dad.
Ooh, word.
It's 96 out there. Nice
Woo!
and toasty.
That's real toasty. Damn.
Yeah. it's supposed to
Very
get
nice and toasty.
It's supposed to get to 102 soon.
Tomorrow is going to suck. Tomorrow's like 90 degrees where I am.
Oh. You see, 90 is where I start getting uncomfortable when it comes to heat. I like it around
Well,
70 to 80.
You don't live in the Midwest. You don't live in the Midwest. The Midwest is constantly changing temperatures.
I live out in the middle of nowhere, potato land, and I can get temperatures as low as -2 or as high as 106.
Ah, yes.
The duality of the weather.
Oh, yes. Hey, Newt, how's it going?
Oh, new
Hey,
too?
hey.
Oh, he's already leaving?
Oh! Watching
Dang,
Westworld.
already, dude? All right.
Westworld's pretty good. Let me know what you think. Once you clear the first season, though, it kind of goes downhill. If the third season is out, I should probably give that a watch, but it's been a while. Okay,
I can't.
so there is a season 3. Still loving it. Season 2 kind of dropped off, though, you have to admit.
I can't comment on that.
Same here. Like, I have very little in the world of familiarity for TV.
Westworld is
I
a
don't-
pretty cool show.
I might have to check it out. I don't know. I've been trying to get back into TV shows, but I just
Yeah,
can't.
same here. I mean, only thing I've watched in recent memory is like the newest Predator movie on TV. That's really it.
Oh, Prey?
Yeah, it's good.
Really?
I've
I've heard
actually
about that.
some decent things about it. I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah, like, well, it does a lot of really good things, and I like that the entirety of it is like predominantly a Native American cast, which is that's so
That's
good.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, you do have the updated sheet.
Yes.
I remembered to send it, and then I forgot to post it elsewhere, and I was like, crap! What am I doing? I'm supposed to be professional. My new video game inspired sheet, which I technically didn't even finish by the time I posted.
This one?
Yeah, no,
So-
the mod
oh.
section is blank. I was gonna have 3 mods on there: magnetic grip, fuel tanks, and one other thing. I was
That's
actually
pretty
gonna
cool.
fill those in and have it changed because I'm practicing for spoilers, Newt, and practicing for new sheets to show off the new cars I'm making for you.
If
So
you're,
I thought, it's game theme.
If you're on that UI grind, in a week or two, maybe before we dive into joy of level editing, we should have a bit where we just redesign the stream UI.
I already have 2 ideas for the tournament stream UI. I'm still coming up with ideas for standard stream UI, though I'm sure we could use both for the same.
I can help you design a couple things too if you guys need it.
I'm open to ideas.
More ideas are always welcome.
Yes. Oh yeah. That rainbow. I love the look of the rainbow, but the perfectionist in me is like, it's not the right hue color.
What do you? Oh, right, because we use more of a pastel kind of scheme.
Yeah, we used a pastel color instead of the normal color that I think Kenobi made this one.
Is this Axel's or Kenobi's? It looks familiar.
Oh, this is Kenobi's.
Yeah,
Axel
I
made
thought so.
one?
I don't know if Axel did or not. Kenobi
Yeah.
actually messaged me while I was finishing the other angles to get more details on this, which is why he's got a lot of the pinpoint details on there. So he got the unfinished. That's what I was forgetting. I forgot to send him the finished one. No! That was it.
It's too late now, Mouse. It's too late. We got the model here.
I told him, the last thing I told him is, oh, it'll take me maybe a day or two to finish the underside, and then I'll send that to you. And then I never sent him anything again. If you're watching Kenobi, I am so sorry.
Well, we have a couple streams worth to get the underside of the car then.
Yeah, we got a
The
bit of time.
underside is fairly simple.
It's basically distance car.
Yeah, it has a couple layers to it, but that's about it. It's very glowy.
Yes, but ignoring the glaringly obvious window and hood.
Oh, no. Those aren't glowy. Those are glowy.
There is a difference.
Yes, maximum glow. Honestly, I'm just set with leaving the wheels as they are because I'm a bit of a fan of those like super neon wheels and the freaking wheelbase.
I kind of like it too, but at the same time, I feel like it's really distracting because it was just supposed to be around the rim and then the filler of the spokes.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
it kind of makes it look like the spokes are floating. That's my only problem with that.
It does a little bit, I suppose. All right.
I don't know. We can worry about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nitpicky. But all that like color changing decal stuff I was talking about with you on the last stream, Omega, was me trying to decide what I wanted to do for the underside of the car mostly, because I don't think we're really going to be able to do anything too fancy for the rainbow effects on the car. I honestly have no idea what our limits are.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff
we're
that
only
yeah.
we're only really limited by I think the fact of the matter that distance is a game from 2018.
Well, you see, that's kind of how I try to design my cars, and the ideas I put in them is that they'll possibly work in distance, which is the weird suspension I've got on here, which I have a diagram for as well. Though I am now realizing that none of these suspensions are made to turn, so that might be a problem.
That's fine. The wheels can just rotate in the wheel well. That's how
we
it
couldn't
usually
just do
works.
360 degree suspension rotation like they did in Speed Racer. You could just do that.
I mean, that's kind of the idea, but in my design blueprint, I'm looking at it now, I only have up-down travel, and I use the same rear and front suspension because I was lazy. So I designed the rear suspension first, and then just put it in the front, and then now I'm realizing, yeah, you design your rear and front suspension differently so the wheels can turn. I mean, you thought Roadbuster only went straight. This car literally cannot turn mechanically.
Crossout and Roadbuster are both just like they can't turn because there's no ability for them to be able to steer with the amount of power they have.
They're
This
literal
one is
Hot
just
Wheels
like-
cars.
Yeah, so that was the point. He went for like the sleek jet fighter style, and I went for the rat rod.
Yes. Hi, Kenobi.
General
Hi,
Kenobi
Kenobi.
has arrived.
I'm sorry, I forgot to send you the finished version.
Yeah, we're working on the undercarriage now. Okay, how am I gonna do this?
NFS BRX8 is asking if he can send commissions.
So the project that you're watching now is the conclusion of a year's worth of design competitions. And the other two voices. I should probably have little icons with your guys' like names on them, so that people know who you guys
should.
are.
Mayhaps.
We can worry about that later.
Yeah, we could worry about that a bit later.
We'll deal with that in the UI redesign.
Anyways,
totally.
I'm DK.
And I'm Mouse. Howdy to meet ya.
Howdy to meet you.
Howdy to meet ya.
Pleased to make your acquaintances.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh, and I got a thing here. There you go. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi. My best previous impression. If I could use my soundboard to get it there, but I'm too lazy.
Yes. The funny mouse soundboard. Always a
Yeah, well,
classic.
Speaking of the soundboard, I added a whole bunch of sound effects over this past week. So I got tons of fun stuff in here now.
Oh no. I mean, yeah. Oh yes, but oh no.
Yes, but oh no, that's the best way of putting it.
I mean, hell, if you want to do commissions, sure, but like, I honestly don't know if there's time for it.
There we
I
go.
don't really do commissions myself. I say that Newt commissioned me to make some cars, but that's just, for me to do in my free time. I don't have enough confidence in my art abilities to have people pay for it.
I mean, I'm only good at livery work. Like, most of what I'm doing now is just liveries. So, if you want a specific car model, then ask someone else in the Discord.
Yeah, no, there's some people in the Discord, Omega's Discord. Link on the stream right there. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
It's not.
Where's your Discord link, Omega?
So I don't know how it happened, but I set one to never expire. It somehow got deleted, and so I just had one up here that was non-functional for a while. I don't have
on
one.
his Discord, there's a 3D modeling chat, and I'm sure you can ask on there. And there's a couple people that'll do commissions. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to look at blueprints for other cars, there's going to be a bunch more submissions in the Acceleron car design chat once you join the Discord.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like a good year's worth of just car designs in there.
No,
Yeah.
there's exactly a year's worth. Because we did one car each month, and this was month 12.
Yep. Damn, it's been a full year since we started the Acceleron roster project.
I know, I feel old.
You feel old. I came in. Yeah.
I mean, the best part is though, I gotta improve my art skills quite a bit. I do this weird thing where I'll every few months I'll go back and look at all the previous projects in order that I completed them to see what I've done better or what I've improved on, and it's night and day. And I'm very happy that I participated in these. I mean, that was my main reason for doing it.
Like, I take a look at my very first car, which I think was either Spacer or Frostbite. I don't remember which one was my first. But I take a look between that all the way up to Roadbuster, and there's so much change. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, well, it's just, repetition and doing it more and improving on skills.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
Why every time I started a new car for one of these designs, I always tried to focus in one particular area, whether it be livery design or rust effects or detailed engines, wheel suspension, whatever. I would choose one thing and focus on that for that new car while carrying over the previous one. And then I got lazy and just made it boxcar with rainbows.
And it turned out
I mean, to be fair,
beautifully.
the rainbow idea is a pretty nice idea.
It is. Though I like your implementation of it better than mine, where it just is the whole hood. Originally, I was just gonna have that blacked out with smaller ones, so it would be more recessed. But I like the full overblown rainbow overdose Skittles mobile.
Okay, I was about to say something, but hearing you say Skittles mobile just gets me. Oh my god.
We got to get an alt skin with like the Skittles logo.
Okay,
Yes.
I was gonna design alt skins, and one of them was gonna be Skittles, taste the rainbow on the side.
Taste the rainbow,
Kinda like
motherfucker.
I'm sure. I'm sure you've seen the liveries for like NASCAR Skittles, right? I was basically gonna do one of those for this car. Paint the whole car red and put the Skittles logos all over it.
I have not actually seen those.
Imagine the candy wrapper put onto a car, and that's basically it.
Yo, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the alt schemes, but I was like, oh crap, we're supposed to start modeling this thing really quick, I'll just post the finished version.
Mouse, have a soundbite. I just sent you a soundbite.
Wait, that's a line from Cyberpunk, isn't it?
What is?
Is it?
I feel like I remember that.
Taste the Rainbow? That's a Nostalgia Critic thing, though.
Maybe? It could be. I don't know. I didn't watch Nostalgia Critic.
It doesn't matter. It's just funny,
Also,
funny sound.
Is it weird that I actually know the Care Bears video that this came from? I actually have a VHS of it.
No,
What?
That's not a weird thing at all.
Yeah, no, I actually have the specific VHS this clip comes from. I have it on VHS.
Oh god. That reminds. I still have a bunch of VHS tapes in my basement as well.
Oh, I got a ton just sitting over in the shelf in the living room. In the
General Kenobi beveled it. He really did it to me.
What? What?
The funny word.
He beveled it?
Those sound effects are on point. He did. He beveled it. I'm gonna get some water. I can't deal with it.
Bevel? No. No, he can't.
Where's Xano when you need him? Where's Xano when you need him?
I have a sound effect I was gonna use for that somewhere in here.
Creeper. The rainbow won't move. I actually kind of know this from a bit. You can't exactly make the liveries move with distance, mainly just because distance kind of misbehaves when it comes to that stuff. So, like, decal and livery designs don't work if they're moving.
Decal?
Decal? Decal?
Livery?
Decal? Decal? Decal?
Mouse. You know that's how I say it.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Here, you get a bonk for saying decal.
Ow. Okay, thank you.
You get him.
You want another one? I can give you another one.
Don't try it.
Don't test me.
Hi, Xano.
No, Anakin!
Xano
Don't
heard the
try
word
it!
Bevel.
He did.
Oh my.
He wasn't even watching the stream. He was just like, hold on.
We just say Bevel and we summon Xano.
I hear if you turn off the lights, light a candle, and say Bevel 3 times in the mirror, Xana will appear behind you.
Ah! That's scary to think about.
I dare you to do it.
No. Mm-mm.
Yes.
Not happening. I'm not that stupid.
Are you sure?
You know.
You did put radiator fluid in your oil. So
That's true. Maybe I am stupid enough for this.
But you're only stupid enough if you actually do it. That's the other thing.
Well.
So if you do it, you're gonna prove me right.
Do you like being proven right?
Not usually, because it's not satisfying.
Damn.
Then again, that comes from when I worked as a lifeguard, and I was always proven right, because everybody would take any excuse they could not to do the smallest amount of work. And what do you know? When they don't do the smallest amount of work, stuff goes wrong, and I'm right.
I feel that so hard on so many levels. There are so many times where my coworkers or people are just too dumb and don't do anything that's, like, makes any common sense.
Yes, I feel that. Thankfully, I haven't had to work in a while. Most of it's been personal projects, such as building the shed.
Hey, shed building.
The water pump. So it's a massive one. It's let's see, it's got 10-foot walls on one side, 10-foot walls on the other, and we're making it. Oh, I don't remember how big we're making it. It's big enough to have storage space in the roof and a small one on the side, plus insulation,
That's
so it doesn't freeze. So it's a big one. It's honestly a little bit bigger than my current room, which I find funny.
What think of the funny model?
Yeah, so Mega, what do you think of the funny model?
I think it's pretty funny. And it looks like a model to
Funny
me.
Indeed. Yeah,
I give it
quality model.
I give it a model out of model.
I'll give it 65. I'll give it 65 miles an hour out of a 55 mile an hour zone.
I'll give it 6 football stadiums out of hamburger.
I give it 1 Taco Bell bong out of 1 Taco Bell bong. That's how you know it is certified based.
Certified.
Go for it, NFS.
NFTs?
Honestly, like, no,
Sorry.
NFTs are cringe. NFTs are cringe. I don't know why people like them so much.
People are cringe.
Anyways, NFS, you can make any car you want. Just you got to find someone who's willing to actually like model it out for you. That's
Yeah, these
what it
ones
boils
in
down to.
particular were designed after prompts that Omega made for the Acceleron roster for the Acceleron team for when we do race tournaments. So
Yep.
technically, the what you're seeing is limited to those prompts. You can make whatever the heck you want.
Actually, I did. I did make a car
The
themed around an
Wii-mobile.
original alien. Well, it wasn't a species, but it was a spaceship.
That is true. We had
yeah.
a systemic, wasn't
Yeah,
that?
that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
that was a
Systemic.
fun one.
That was fun.
Systemic was a very fun one.
The only thing I didn't like about it was that it was not mechanically sound, but that's a personal pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Car with design
Honestly,
was amazing.
Honestly, the thing I like about Systemic is that it follows kind of into the Acceleron philosophy of it doesn't need to make sense in order for it to fucking work.
Exactly. See, that's my problem when I design cars, and why some people were saying all of my cars kind of feel like the same, is because I have a big limitation of I want my car designs to be feasible as real cars that could actually drive to some degree.
Yes.
They don't have to turn, they just have to drive. So that's
Also,
the Hot
if-
Wheels philosophy.
If people want to argue about Systemic not working as a car, might I bring up Acceleron Magic in the Accelechargers?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys, Systemic wouldn't work as a real car. It's got no suspension.
Yeah, but Acceleron Magic.
Actually, this car would not work functionally as a Hot Wheels because it does not have a base.
That's actually funny. That was one of my design principles for my cars, was they had to be track capable. So that's why my cars have really weird lips in the front and rear, so they can clear loopy loops.
That
So,
makes
like,
a little bit of sense.
Yeah, actual track cars, and one of them in particular. Let me see if I can find the name. El Venito is a track car, but it has a
There it
flat
is.
front. But what you can do with it is you can fold the front up, so now it can go through loops. And that was actually my inspiration for Aeroderivative way back in the day, for its moving parts.
Yeah, this is the see. If you look at the wheels, this is the material I'm thinking of using for the glowy parts on Prismatic.
For the magnets.
If I could, well, no, for the, well, yeah, probably for the
For
magnets.
everything. I kind of like it because it's kind of like an LED pixelet screen.
Yeah, it's exactly why I'm thinking of.
That's the effect I'm kind of going for. A very smooth effect from a distance, but as you get closer, you can kind of see the individual pixels to it. You know.
Intriguing. Also, while we're at Systemic, you can also see why everyone jokes about this being the Mysterio car.
Yeah,
I think-
no,
I
that's
still
not
think
a
it's
not a
awesome.
far leap at all. It is.
This is quite
I mean, it could have been an inspiration, you know.
mayhaps. I mean, Pines is the guy who made it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, no.
He's a pretty mysterious
Pines
guy.
is a design wizard.
Yeah, he lives out in the woods. Yeah,
Not to be confused with Pine of Chaos, with
Yeah.
the singular one. No, Pine.
no, he actually
with
lives
multiple-
in a pine of chaos.
Yes, he is
a chaos
a
pine.
pine of chaos.
He,
No.
and a
he lives in a treehouse.
And in
Well,
the,
it's like- no,
in,
he
in
is
the
the
woods,
treehouse.
that's where he opines.
Will there be more
Opines.
commissions like the Acceleron customs?
No, we're gonna be. I think that Omega's gonna be moving on to modifying distance levels next. So putting them up through the joy of level editing. The series is
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for a while. After this gets done, just for the purposes of
We have a giant backlog of like levels that just need to go through this joy of level editing.
yeah, pretty much.
I'm honestly excited for those.
It is. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an exciting time.
Yeah, and it'll also help out with people who are struggling. That are like, I don't know why my maps aren't getting in.
Yeah.
You see,
exactly.
That's one of the main things I loved about Joy of level editing was I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with the level editor, but I like watching people who kind of know what they're doing, or at least fake it to make it look like they know what they're doing.
That's me!
I do the same thing.
Anyways.
Xana's going mad with the power to bevel.
No!
Yes. No bevel.
What's he doing? The mad lads, they let him bevel?
How could they?
This is heresy of the highest degree.
Heresy has been detected in this chat.
We must
It
purge
needs to
the
be
chat.
quelled immediately, lest the chaos demons reign supreme in the server.
You guys being heretics over there?
Wait, are you guys being heretics over there? We can't be heretics over there. That's bad. That's very bad.
Cut that out, you guys.
Very, very bad.
Oh no, Zano's got a question.
What is your question, Xano? Well, that is entirely null and void if it's about bevel.
Actually, hold on. While we're doing questions, let me show y'all the backlog here for Joy of level editing. We've got quite a few.
Yes.
There's some good ones. There's some really good ones.
A very long backlog.
And this is gonna be like 2 or 3 like streams per level. Now that we don't have to knock them out like in a single episode, now that they're kind of stream based, we can give them the treatment that we're giving the Acceleron cars and just mess with them until they look right, which is gonna be cool.
There's a couple of them, like at least on my end, that you could probably remove since I'm. I've been working on a lot of stuff as the janitor, so it just kind of depends what people want. All that.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Unless there's multiple. Oh, there is. Merge at center. Merge at center. Merge at center.
Rob just doesn't want his cosmic and the joy of level editing.
Too bad.
It's going in whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. We have detected that it showed promise.
Yes.
To be fair, I think a lot of us would want access to that channel, just over the fact that, you know.
I would love access to that channel, please. I would like to be in all of the secret channels. As you know, I am the commissar. I need to keep an eye on everybody, wherever they may be.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
and then
I feel
there's the secret joy of level editing, planning like voice chat.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Very secret.
Intriguing, nonetheless.
Indeed.
No, I do not have a YouTube channel of my own. I'm just the guy that runs the janitor aspect of Opus's tournaments.
I do have a channel, though I don't use it for anything for now.
I think like time lapses of drawing videos like this stuff would probably make good content.
Probably. I don't know. I want to get my my rig up and running first. My character rig up and running first before I start doing anything. So.
Character rig?
By the way, as of today, JC Square stole my idea.
VTuber Vert Wheeler.
I wasn't gonna do Vert Wheeler, but I was gonna be Acceleracers themed VTuber for one of my channel ideas. But you know.
Did he actually?
Yes, he was a live stream as of today. Not actually, as of an hour ago.
Yeah, like not as of like just an hour ago, he debuted the JC Square VTuber of the Vert Wheeler.
You gotta send me the link. This sounds kind of interesting.
He posted the link in the Accelerators chat for your Discord, Elvis.
He did. All right.
I mean, I can post it to the Prismatic group.
I can find it.
It's immortalized. Too late. It's been immortalized in our chat group. Third Wheeler is
No!
It has been burned into the memory of everybody here.
It has. It has indeed. Yeah, no, he actually did do it.
Oh, he did. Okay.
So I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but you know, to be fair, I am joking when he says he stole my idea. I'm just more or less doing it because that's what I want my face to be. Because you know, I am a recluse on the internet. No one can know my face, despite it already being on there somewhere.
I am
Honest to God,
a bit curious what you look like now.
I'm
I hadn't
actually
thought about it until
tempted
now.
to just.
I figured I figured I knew just based on your voice alone, but
I actually feel like I might be able to do something with my channel. I don't know.
Out of all the people in like the IRL pictures, trying to think of who I look closest to from what I've seen.
Wait, you looked through the IRL picture stuff?
There's an IRL stuff channel in.
Yes, I know, but I know that. I'm just saying, you looked through that.
I'm a lurker. I've technically been on this Discord since like 2019. I just haven't started posting stuff till the Acceleron art submissions.
Yeah, we've both been lurking for a while then.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly, it's very weird. I was having a conversation with Omega a couple weeks ago about when I actually found the Discord and his community, and it was like back in late 2018, early 2019, honestly.
Yeah, I think I've been around since, well, I've been around his YouTube channel since I think 2019 when he first started doing the Acceleracers, like the videos on the actual stuff, and I was like, I want to do that, but I don't have enough money for the game. And then, lo and behold, I finally get enough money for the game, and I come in around like 2020 or 2021, and that's what I want to say.
Yeah, no, I was racing way back in ye olde days when the pineapple cult was a thing.
I recall.
I remember a lot of stuff from the old days, like the fact that like people got salty over the fact that like people were skipping maps, because like this was back when the tournaments still had the rule of airtime, so you couldn't be in the air for a certain amount of time on certain maps.
See, I back when I was back in the day when I was a wee young lad, I actually used to be one of those like, oh, you can't skip the level, it negates the purpose of the track. Not that I was vocal about it with anyone, it was just my thought process. And then as the time went on, I literally just went, whatever, do what you want.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I still remember like back when like there was a lot of drama over a lot of these things.
Oh, for sure,
I
yeah.
don't remember a lot of the drama, but
I remember people would just get really upset. That was it. That was the drama.
yeah.
Anyways, to
answer
Rhombus's question, the weekly highlights, I just kind of actually forgot to keep doing those. Not gonna lie.
We all do that.
The brain just stops compelling it.
Really kind of did. Anyway, yeah, those might end up like making a comeback.
Yeah, I'd honestly be down for that. Those are actually pretty nice, just being able to see what's on the workshop every week.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Then again, I kind of do it myself. I kind of just browse the workshop. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's a cool concept. I'll check that out. Mostly because I have learned that there's a better way to become a driver in distance than just doing the same levels over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real meta strat.
To be fair, though, I suck at Arcade Racer, so I don't think it matters how much I actually do. The more realistic the racing game, the better I am. But that's because I have a lot of... I hesitate to say a lot of knowledge, but I have a good understanding of how car physics work and how a car will behave on X road surface with X weight or X position, or heck, even the differences between front, rear, and all-wheel drive and how that'll handle.
Yeah, and like, I try to have that philosophy with my realms when I make them, in that it's kind of grounded, but it's also sort of like it has a couple of distance elements for like the Acceleron tracks at least. So like there's a bit more challenge to driving on the Acceleracers tracks, but Accelecharger, not Acceleracer. What am I saying? But yeah, that's kind of the design philosophy that I kind of have, even though sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be mine. Way back in the day when Omega first started doing realm design tournaments, I decided I'm going to make Highway 35 legs. That was going to be my thing. I like Highway 35 a lot. That was my childhood.
Highway 35 is good stuff.
Highway 35 is like the GOAT.
But I stopped doing that level a long time ago, and I haven't gotten back to it. But I was going to make 2 versions of the track, which was going to be a movie version, which would kind of be like our Ignition 1 of 4, Speed of Silence 1 of 4, blah blah blah, where they're movie replicas more or less. And then I was gonna have more of a stunt version, is what I called them, where there would be 3 tracks to follow. You have the mainline track, which is pretty simple, a couple obstacles here and there, follows the actual story, like the one you'd see in the movie. There would be a purple track, which would be a skip track, which we saw in the second leg, so I thought I'll just add those to the other legs. And then I'm gonna have I haven't just really decided what color track it would be. It's probably not even gonna be a track. It's just gonna be kind of an off-road-esque, super fast, high risk, high reward, kind of like Pines of Chaos does is.
That is but like the meta strat really when it comes to that, because Xano, feel free to ask your question, by the way, because like that satisfies both conditions, meaning that there are there are alternate routes for.
You can basically play it how you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly. Somebody like me who wants to play it safe on the main track or get a little risky with the medium risk skip track, you can do that. Where, you know, the medium risk skip track is still pretty not clearly telegraphed, but you can still see where you're supposed to be going compared to the high risk, high reward, fastest possible route track, which has a lot of danger, a lot of obstacles. You got to know how to handle your car to get through it.
Almost like exactly like the Storm Realm skip in Ignition 1 out of 4, where you could literally skip the entirety of the Lightning Dome.
Though I think that's more unintentional, but
yeah, like that's just the result of the game design, because like distance is let's be honest, it's a very janky game.
Oh yeah.
It definitely can be.
Like I love distance, but I've spent so much time in the level editor that I've learned that it is pretty janky.
It is jank, but I use the jank to my advantage. For, as you know, I am a rocket scientist with a PhD in Kerbal Space Program, so jank is right up my alley. It kind of fits on there. 4. Just slap some space tape on there and it'll work.
Space tape.
Yeah, space tape always works.
Tape works.
The upgrade of flex tape.
Yes, space tape. I know they call it structural tape, or struts is the actual in-game name for it. Space tape is what it is.
Space
you cannot
tape rolls
change
off
my
the
mind.
tongue. Space tape rolls off the tongue better.
That's space tape. 100%.
Space tape.
Space tape.
Space tape. I don't know what else
space
it can
tape.
be. I mean, this car's made out of space tape. You just can't see it. Okay, I should clarify. It's space glue. It's a little different.
It's using Gorilla Glue.
Exactly, Rhombus. No abilities on a map really restrict a lot of the gameplay and fun. While some maps can pull it off well, take Kenobi's World Race Legs, where he kind of changes the physics of the track so you adhere to it better, right? If you remove a lot of the abilities of distance, it gets really boring. Whereas if you just allow players to do whatever they want in the ability sandbox, you can find ways to not only get a more enjoyable gameplay experience, but find ways to improve your map. Say somebody's making this route, a route that you didn't intend for them to take, really efficient. Well, there you go. Add some challenge there and make it a skip.
Here's the thing I have with Acceleracers realm designs, and it's that the realm designs are very much designed for player versus player combat, whereas distance is a very solo-based thing, and
Yeah.
because like you're not really interacting with other drivers that much. Even then, with like multiplayer, the multiplayer you basically just pass through another person instead of
Well,
actively like hitting them.
It's a speedrunning game.
Yeah,
Time Trials is the name of the game.
yeah, and so like that doesn't exactly blend well with a map that is basically designed for player versus player. Because like, if you look at a lot of accelerators, there's like the tracks are really open.
Yes.
Like,
absurdly open.
a big example of this is the Water Realm. The Water Realm has no sense to have those giant ass pipes that are like way too much room to maneuver in there, but they have it anyways.
They do indeed.
No, when I'm thinking of super wide tracks, my immediate thought goes to funny enough, World Race. There were World Race legs, in specifically leg 1 in the intro. That's like 9 cars wide.
Yeah, the tracks are
only-
ridiculously huge.
The only reason I know that is because I scaled my tracks to be movie accurate. So I did that, and I'm like, wow, this is massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you look at the beginning shot of all 5 cars jumping into the realm at the same time at leg 1, you can see
Yeah.
all 5 tracks move on. All the cars get onto the track, and there's still more room.
To be fair, it does narrow. It narrows and widens where it's supposed to. Like when you get to the volcano, it actually gets pretty narrow. Only about 2.5 cars could fit there, maybe 3. you
Yeah,
know?
and there's that whole section next to the cliff face where Kurt just starts passing everybody. That's like
Oh,
about
yeah.
2 cars wide.
Oh yeah, or take the final leg, right, in the ice, right, going through the glaciers, right. Those were pretty thin with the mines on them.
Yeah.
Or Hot Wheels City. Some of those tracks were only 1 car wide.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Hot Wheels City is also like peak design for the tracks.
That's true. Well, it was supposed to mimic Hot Wheels tracks. That was the point. It was Hot Wheels City.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Rhombus, I do agree with that. The movie designs are for movies, so...
See, that's kind of why I liked it when some people for distance designed like the card variants, because then they could make their own stuff and not have to be tied down by the movie accuracy requirement.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
you
is
just
that
go
is
ham.
the way that you would like in theory make a like a movie accurate like realm that's also fun. Is you just remember the theme and then just synthesize that.
Yeah, like, Pines' Water Realm keeps to the theme of the old Water Realm, but, like, God tier. Can I just say that right
Yeah,
now?
no,
I still
love
got to
that
make a
water
video
realm.
of that.
You should.
Yeah,
I know.
there's
I
a
gotta.
lot-
100,000
There's a lot of
views.
realms. Like, there's a lot of new realms on your tournament roster that we probably should make videos for.
I just got to sit down and do it because man, I've just been busy.
I think we all have.
Yeah, because we got Sweet on Sky Realm that you haven't made a video for. We got Pines' new maps, like all of Pines' new maps.
You haven't made one for Desert Bus Realm. I am disappointed.
That is the
distance
ultimate sin.
pointed.
We don't have a Desert Bus Realm.
Desert Bus Realm. Like, max peak disappointment. You have no idea how sad I am. Peak disappointment.
Wait,
What?
hold on. I need to check this. How many Cliffside Realms are there on the workshop?
Oh, dang it, I deleted my sad violin sound effect.
Oh, on God, there are so many freaking Cliffside Realms in the freaking
Well, it's
the
also-
Distance Workshop.
Cliffside is one of the few realms you actually get to see 100% of the track, more or less.
Yeah, and it's really easy to make it, but at the same time, like, Cliffside Realm is such a really, really weird design in terms of, like, the map balance for distance.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is Cliffside, the way that Hot Wheels does it is you kind of you hit on the brakes, and then pop the back end out a little bit to go around the corners, right? You know, think Toge racing, I guess, if you want to put it that
Yeah.
way, or rally. Rally's actually a pretty good one, like rally cross. Would be a good way of putting that. And that's the kind of technique you're supposed to use for that. You can't do that in distance. You can, but it's not made
It's
to. Your
really
cars-
weird to do it.
the cars in distance, perform a lot more like grip cars. Oh, I got a phone call. I gotta take this real quick.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that though. Like, a lot of the cars in Distance function more like circuit cars or grip cars instead of actually being cars that you could use for a general all-purpose. So that's an interesting.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay, Newt. Yeah. There is that part of the track that just yeets itself off screen.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Mouse.
Yes, I had a very short phone call with my mother. It was very sweet.
A phone call.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yes. So, anyway, what did I miss?
Nothing.
I'm gonna guess from the silence I missed nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically nothing.
I thought for a second there my stuff. I thought my mic cut out for a second.
Nah.
Who is singing?
I think that's on Opus's mic.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I had to check all of my background processes to see if there was a video going in. I don't have one, I don't think, unless it's hidden somewhere.
Yeah, same here.
It stopped now, but I don't know where it went.
Mysterious.
It's such a
Where to come from,
mystery.
where to go, nobody knows.
That's
Such a
very
mystery.
mysterious.
All right, so we're working on the underside of the car. I'm trying to figure out how I want my brain to put this. My brain's going full dial-up tone, just, you know.
That was pretty on point.
That's my brain right now. So what we're doing right now is exactly what it should be. The bottom of the car right here is flush. The exhaust and the black side parts on the bottom are the fender. Those are the only things that extrude downward further from the car. So all of this is mostly flush here. So what we're doing right now is correct.
Cool.
I will say something if it's not. I'm gonna be since this is our final car. I'm gonna be pretty nitpicky.
We're gonna stretch
You don't
this
mind.
one car out over like 3 months.
Absolutely, it's gonna give me an excuse to catch up on projects.
Oh yeah.
I say that I'm mostly lazy. I have more free time to do it, but my brain only wants to work at a specific time at a specific hour.
Yeah. I feel that.
So I have to time it there. But then I'm trying to also do the anti-burnout thing of, oh, I can only work on this for 3 hours or 4 hours, and then I have to put my pencil down. And yeah, then I feel extra lazy because I'm like, well, I could do more. I could skip out on dinner again tonight. I don't need to shower.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I have to be safe. So I have actually, I know Newt's in here now. I have started work on the first car that I'll be making for that project, though I may have to redesign it because I think I leaned way too heavy into 80s style hypercar. I'm gonna redesign part of it. I'm gonna keep this version in case you want it. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna use this as a base and try to update it to kind of make it closer to what you were talking about, Newt. So I haven't decided exactly how I want to redo it yet. That's what I'm thinking about, but I think I've got a plan of action for that. So I'll see how that comes out. Right now, it's just yes, the recon car. It's just a basic side profile. Because I'm gonna get I want to get your opinion on it before I start going full blown. Originally, I was just gonna go all out, but then I'm like, well, if he wants to change something, it'd probably be better if I catch it early, so then I don't have to redo everything. So, yes, that is your progress update, Newt. I am working on it. It is just really, really, really slow. Though that's kind of what you get for hiring me. Is I'm just really slow.
As is normal when you're an artist. A lot of things is just dependent on your time.
Yeah, no, I will be sharing it, Newt. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm gonna be putting it to the side, and I'm gonna be using a copy of it as a base to update with a new design. So in case you actually like the old design, you can keep it. So I'm not getting rid of anything. All of my prototypes are being kept, just in case one of them you like. Since you're my boss, you get final say on the design, even if that means nitpicking details here and there.
But nitpicking is always the most fun part.
It is. But I also want it to be I want my work to be satisfactory, considering this is actually the first time I've been commissioned to do something. So,
Fair enough.
I want it to be satisfactory.
But of course.
But of course.
Yes, I'm keeping the modeling criteria in mind, and I'm designing them the same way I did for the distance cars, so that they're simpler to model, not necessarily hard.
I see.
So I'm gonna try to keep that in mind as best I can, dude. So if there's any moving pieces on these models, which there probably won't be too many, I'll try to keep those larger and bulky so they're easier to work with. Or they can just be solidified, like if you're making a die cast. That's kind of what I did for 90% of my Acceleron cars. Any moving parts are just solidified. Except for aeroderivative. That one's front splitter moves up and down. That one actually can work on a Hot Wheels car because I've got one right here in my hand that does that exact feature. The sounds in the back have returned.
The sounds have returned.
The sounds
What is this?
of my brain. The sounds of madness.
What's this? What's this?
You guys are crazy. I
What's
don't hear
this
anything.
I hear?
I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a musical theater nerd, so I tend to make
Same.
references. I make references to stuff I've been in musicals before.
I do too, though I probably no one will get my references, and I probably won't get anyone else's. Because to be fair, I'm dense as a brick. So,
Aren't we all though?
okay, to be fair, I prefer to say I'm dense as a steel girder because it has more rigidity and has slightly more self-worth than a brick.
Self-worth?
Fair enough.
I have a small amount of self-worth, I think.
What is
Maybe.
that, by the way?
It's been discounted a couple times.
The self-worth stuff. This sounds interesting.
That reminds me, I used to work as a scorekeeper at one of the local high schools for basketball. It was a local middle school for basketball games. And I heard one of the parents come up and talk about one of the other's kids, and I quote, "Oh, that Jaden, only thing denser than him is a black hole." It was the funniest thing. I had to hide my laughter because they were just. I'm in the bleachers with the actual controls for the scoreboard, so they were a couple seats down from me, and I had to hide my laughing.
That is pretty good.
Don't worry, Newt. Most of the moving parts will be themed towards the vehicles and the teams they're going to. So, like you said, for Recon, the Recon drone vents. Although I've got some of my other ideas too for that. I might be implementing them on this car as well. So, it was a cut concept from my old Cosmic Realm car that I never designed for. I think it was month 5. It was after Adamastor was voted in. We had the space theme when we got Systemic. I never finished that design, but I did start on one. Yes, the abilities new. They're going to be themed around the abilities. Who is talking? Are you keeping someone in your basement?
What? No.
That's a
I'm
ridiculous.
particularly interesting thing, is it not?
say you're acting a little sus there.
I'm
sus, my friend.
No, that you're acting sus.
I don't know.
God damn it! I thought I'd gotten away from it, but no, it returns every time.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
How can it be cut content if you made something to cut it from? I'm cutting it out of my brain and from the notepad I wrote it on. Because one of the gimmicks for Pulsar,
Whoops.
I think was the name I was gonna go with. Maybe. One of its gimmicks was it's gonna have deployable satellite probes. similar to the Street Breed probes, except a bit more space themed with deployable solar panels and stuff as part of the car. So that's kind of what I'm pulling from. But its deployment system was what I was going to take inspiration from. So it's not just a basic vent. Some of them magnet adhere to the side. Some of them are flush with the car and then deploy to make basically mini cars. I even have designs for the different style of drone they'll pop out as well. So you have that to look forward to as well, Newt.
If and when this gets finished, I'm going to dump a lot of money into making this like a real thing.
Make it like a, I don't know what that was.
Nani? Who was that?
Nani?
Who was
Hold on,
that?
I got you one better.
Nani?
That's good, yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes. But who was that, Opus?
Who is who?
Yeah. Who was talking?
What? I don't. What are you talking
who's
about?
on your mic?
Mike?
Who's on your mic?
What Mike?
Is it me? I can't be me, can it?
Nah,
No,
no,
it's
it's
not you.
got to be
I'm
Mouse.
hearing-
No,
gotta be.
you see, it can't be me. You see, I'm just a squeak, you know.
He has an actual.
I just squeak, you know. I'm just over here. You know, I'm innocent.
Squeaking over there.
God, the fact that you actually have that sound effect for that.
I actually went and got that one today because I'm like, ooh, that would be funny if I just introduced myself with mouse squeaks, and I totally forgot to do it.
Oh my god, that was such a missed opportunity.
It was. Well,
Mouse-
my other
Mouse came
option was
prepared.
use Kenobi Hello.
Oh?
Yeah, you know. Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
Yes.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is a good one. It is.
Hmm.
I don't know. I just grabbed a whole bunch of random ones in here. Just random. Oh yeah, I got a Wilhelm scream. That's my favorite. I'm glad I got that.
Wilhelm
one.
screams are
Oh.
pretty good.
You can't not love it.
You can't.
you can't go wrong with the Wilhelm.
It's physically
so good.
impossible to not love it.
Oh yeah. No, I have it as a message reminder on some of my stuff.
It'd be funny if you could like mod your phone so that it detects when it's been dropped and just Wilhelm screams.
Oh my god, that would be legendary. Oh my.
Would be. Oh man. My old phone used to be able to do it. I used to be able to set a custom everything for my phone, kind of like how you can on desktop. But you can just set custom sounds for whatever. So for example, instead of having the Windows Air pop up, you could have a Wilhelm scream. You could set that.
I knew a guy
Oh my
once
God.
Or
who the when
program
the
his st-
the error message was, "I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that."
I don't have that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so legendary though.
I do want to set my program has stopped running sound to.
Oh my god.
What was that?
That is the
Is it
GTA,
GTA
5
4?
wasted. Whenever
Oh.
you die.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had the context, that would have been pretty funny.
You didn't have that, you do.
No,
My boy,
I've
have
never
you not
played
played
GTA.
GTA 5?
No, I have
I
not.
Oh.
I've seen it. I haven't played it.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I have played,
it's-
however, I have played Yeehaw Simulator.
Ah, yes. Yee.
Yeehaw!
Yee.
So that is a very fun. It's Wild West GTA. It's very fun. My favorite is that my favorite thing is they actually have the since it takes place right before the First World War, they actually have the Mauser C96 in there, which is one of my personal favorite
Mauser?
firearms. Huh?
Mauser?
Mauser, yes. Ja,
Hey.
das ist meine Mauser. My Mauser, it allows me to express my anger in cold German steel.
It's pretty good. Okay.
Good old Mauser. It's the early ones too that you actually have to use strip clips to load. It doesn't have a detachable mag. A recon bike. Not gonna lie, that was what I was. You know how I said I was gonna design like one normal car and then maybe one that was, you know, one with 4 wheels and then maybe one that had 6 or one that was 2. That was actually one of my ideas, was to again reuse cut content from a Acceleron car I never designed, which was to make a bike for recon because I felt like it fit them the best. Make like a really low slung, like sleek race bike that's kind of like a like a stealth fighter in a way. So that was kind of my idea. That's just the working idea. All right, Omega, we're going back to the car design. I see you're working on the giant electric wiring for the magnets.
Yes.
So yes, the best. Okay, so I didn't draw a diagram of this, although I really should have. They kind of extrude from the car, the magnets and the wires, in like a layered cake system.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Everything's
So,
cake.
Yes.
We'll figure it out as we
everybody
go along.
loves cake. 3 layers is what I went with, I think, for the overall. So you have the base layer, which is where it connects to the black, which is just tiny out of the bottom, right? Then we have the magnets, which is layer 2, and then the cables, and then the reactor pokes up one more for layer 3. So that's the best way I can describe it. They are different colored steel. I should have done a diagram, because I'm gonna do a terrible job explaining this.
We'll fumble along with it.
Oh, and as for the exhaust, I don't know if I want to make that flush with the rest of the car or keep it like a trench like you have now, though it would make more sense if it was flush.
Actually,
I'm
I
not
see
gonna have
there's some wire diagrams here with like the little exhausts. I think I'll just use that crevasse to seat those because they're not there currently.
Okay, so the technically speaking, the exhaust and the wires aren't, there's no recesses for them to go into, if that makes sense. They're kind of just slapped onto the bottom.
Okay. That works.
Like, kind of just like push them into the bottom, so they're kind of like melded into it, kind of. It's
Yeah.
not like with osteovoltaic where you actually had to dig a trench for each of the individual mechanics I created for it.
Oh my god, mouse.
Okay, to be fair, that was because I went, oh crap, they're gonna model everything I make 1-to-1. Well, time to really bring out my vehicle knowledge and design something really cool.
It did turn out pretty good, but
Newt, the name, my idea for the Knights was the Templars, was what I was thinking. That, again, that's just a generic name. I just decided, it sounds cool, Knights Templar. Or
actually, that's
Templaris.
a thing. Did you know the Knights Templar was like an organization in?
I do know they were an actual thing. I have one of their helmets sitting on my shelf.
Yeah. You probably know more than me then. That's really all I had. I was just like, oh,
Well,
they're real. It's.
Oh yeah, no, they were very, very interesting. We learned a decent amount about them in school, though I forgot most of the details. The one thing that I found interesting was there was like Catholic Templar banks designed specifically for Templars and those that were going to war, so they could safely store their items. You know, when they go on a crusade. Deus Vult and all that and whatnot.
Deus Vult, Deus Vult.
Deus Vult, Deus Vult. Great. Now I want the Newt. Now I want the teams that to be the team motto for them. It's just Deus Vult.
Deus Vult.
Creepers Rock is asking if I'm going to be doing videos for Dreadfest. I sure hope to be.
Ooh, I just thought about it. The magnets. So you're making a sphere here, right?
Yes.
These are tubes. These are like circular tubes.
It's like what Distance has for its car.
I can actually post a really crappy reference shot that I was using.
So I could just flatten this out some more and make it minimally.
I really should have just drawn a diagram. I don't. That's the problem though, is I don't know how I would have drawn it. Okay, no, I've got a couple ideas how I would have drawn it to showcase exactly what I'm looking for. Because I want this effect is gonna be one of the cool parts for the car since it's one of its main gimmicks. So I do want to get it right.
And then we're just going to flatten this some more.
Honestly, I don't even think this reference would get you much. Honestly, now looking at it.
There we go.
It kind of could. I don't know. Maybe I can throw something together in MS Paint.
No.
Ah, yes, the classic.
Paint.net.
The classic.
I'm like Xano now. MS Paint is the way. This is so clunky compared to the art thing I'm used to working with.
Ooh, excuse me.
What was
Whoa, that was.
What was there, a velociraptor?
Excuse me for a second.
That's all I heard. There you go. There's your zombie howl.
There we go. That's where I'm starting here.
Ooh, that looks nice.
All right.
All right, y'all. It is time. It's been real, but.
Ah, damn! Already?
6 o'clock. Yeah,
Doesn't
we
feel like
started
it's
this.
6 o'clock.
It hasn't.
We
It hasn't
started
been
at
2
5.
hours. That's why. If we look at the timer for the. Yeah, I started the call at 4:51, so it's been just like hour 9 minutes.
Ah,
Anyway,
'tis a shame.
I feel like we're making good progress. The undercarriage is done. Just need to finish some of the tubing, and then from there it's just ironing out in Unity. We're most of the way there.
All right then.
All right.
Cool.
Super duper. All right.
Alright,
Next time, I will, by next week, when we start, I will have that diagram showing exactly what I'm talking about for these. I will have that done.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Have
right.
fun, guys.
I
Have fun
will
indeed.
see you guys later.
See ya.
Yeah, yeah.